Morning, folks. Just move that over there a little bit more. Ultramarine, it's squeezed out. It's a bit stale, this ultramarine. I should really move it because I'll do what I did on Saturday. Would be to do the blue and then pick up the red further down the brush, and it was rather annoying. Right, where's my knife? My painting knife. It should be over here. Ah, there it is on my phone. Right, let's just take that out there. That'll do. Right, so what I'm going to have a go at is a variation on the stole in the countryside, where I had a bit of a hill there. So I'm going to put some texture here on this tree, and some background colours, trees. Might even put a little figure in. But got to clean the brush now. Right. I need to get some bit of that blue and a bit of that white, and just bash away till we get something going here. I was answering a query by a subscriber to YouTube about oil painting in particular. Well, I will be going back to oil painting hopefully this week. I hope you've enjoyed the acrylic for a couple of weeks. About do I what do I clean my brushes with? But I don't clean them with anything until I finish painting. This is oil, we're talking about oil here. And then I wash them under a tap or in a sink of water. With washing up liquid. That gets all the, that's got to be a strong one, like Fairy Liquid or something. That's in the UK. But that's, the oil just drops out of the brush when you shake it to that. So that's what I use, and I don't use walnut oil. I've got some walnut oil. I have tried it. It's very cheap because it's for cooking, but it does work. But my go-to one oil is linseed. I bought this linseed a couple of years ago. It was a litre then, but I'm going to have to buy another one soon. Linseed oil, synonymous flaxseed oil, raw linseed oil, whatever that is. 100% pure cold pressed, 1 litre. I do mix it with a little bit of liquid original, that stuff, Winsor & Newton. I don't use a lot of it. I just put a bit, it's just dry, it helps the linseed to dry quicker than it would otherwise. So that was that. Anything else? But if you've got any queries, just go into the comments and leave me a comment and I'll answer it. I think I've managed to answer all or most of the comments. I do have my regulars, of course. Right, we'll go behind that tree. Get some nice clouds in. I know painting white on white because of the paper, but you can see how it's buckling. I've come to the end of my stint with acrylics. Now this is what the paper looks like when I take it out, when I open the roll, I try to unroll. You know, you can put your hands inside and twist it in a certain way to unroll it, but it's very tricky. I have to hold it down on the floor. I haven't got a table that isn't covered with paints and stuff. So I have to do it on the floor on a piece of hardboard, and I just mark it. But it folds up again. But so this, I just sort of pin it down each corner with a bit of masking tape, and hold it till that'll hold it till I get the main. I'm going faster than I can talk. The masking tape. It's a lovely paper. It's quite heavy cartridge paper. I would say it was probably about 160, 170. I've got a book of it which I'm preparing with acrylics. Right, so I'll put that behind me. Carry on with what we've got here. Now there's plenty of texture with this one. I like texture, not detail. Call it texture. Then you don't name things, and it's just I love texture. I really do. I did my dusk. If you go back in time to one of my earlier paintings, I was watching a demo by Ed Sheeran, and he set me on fire. 2 colours and some lifting out, you know, just plenty of linseed. And I've got it framed in an expensive gallery frame in my front room. I shouldn't have used all that water really. That's going to take a bit of flattening out. Right, I'll go down to excuse me, look. I got carried away then. That's going to take some covering. Right. Start again. Right, okay, now I'll superimpose that tree over a bit of a field. So let's get that ochre back. Have a bit of yellow, raw burnt yellow. Bit of paint grey. Right, that'll do for that. Change the brush. I want to put some trees on. I'll do that big one first. I think I'm going to use a big brush. The handle will probably go into all the other colours now. Right, now for the tree, it's going to be a summer tree. I'm going to use blue, red and yellow. Then a bit of Payne's grey. And we'll, ooh, that's a bit lively. Take that up into that sky, just right. Well, that'll do. Well, there. Let's go a bit higher. Right, well, we'll change the colour a bit. I'll go back and do some more texturing in there, but it's just a start. I want some bluer trees in the background. Right, I'm going to put some heavier stuff along that horizon now, just to that. Bit of shadow. We are going uphill a little bit there. Oh, we'll just rectify that. If you don't like the angle of the painting, just tilt it in the mount. I love Payne's grey. Wouldn't be without Payne's grey. Okay. Look at that. I could no, I could unpin it, well, untape it, but I'll probably end up in a worse mess. Right, so let's get a bit of texture on this here. We're going to put some reflections in this. Right, we'll get a tree over the other side. Get a bit of green in here. I don't use ready-made greens, but you use what colours you want. I try to do this with 5 colours. Now we'll get that one coming around the corner. There's a crease in there. Oh, I'll use a texturing brush, this one here. You can't beat a bit of stipple. darken that, and we can superimpose the texture over it. Alright, and clean. Go with the grassy stuff. A bit of white in there, I think. I might have to go back to that because it's on texturing wet on wet, and that's not really doing us any favours. Bit better. Right, let's just go back on this tree here and do a bit of texturing. It's wobbling. If it turns out to be okay, I'll varnish it because this acrylic takes no time to dry. Right. That to me gives you an impression that there are branches and trunks in there, but the tree itself, the painting itself should tell you that. But that's only my view after all years of working, copying, working from others' paintings. You learn to get your own style. It happens. You don't have to wait. It just, the more you do, the easier it becomes. Just put some of that. I'll get that lighter. I'll go work on that it's foreground now. So we'll have a background and we'll put some water in it. Right, don't panic. Right, get some down here, put a bit of water on there. Because this dries very quickly, you can texture over it. I've almost given up using the word detail because detail implies overdoing stuff. But what I say to you is just for us. You can paint what you like, you can use what colours you like. In my case, it's a few colours. But this is just a guide, it's just what I do. But don't throw your worn out brushes away. They do stuff like this. I'll go over that. that's drying. So let's exploit it. Take it into that bush. We can right. Right, we'll let's put in some now we've got a lot of green in there, so let's just darken this here. Oh, here. That is a reflection of those trees. Right, let's go on to here. Now we've got blue sky, or sort of pale blue sky, so we'll match it with a bit of paint. Looks like a scratch on there. So if it's a scratch, just fill it with the paints. Oh, sort of a muddy path way through. I'll highlight this now. Right, let's get in a bit of this, bit of that. I like mixing yellows with the burnt sienna. I think the paint's starting to dry. It's a lovely day this morning, but cold, really cold. I'm supposed to be doing the bike ride tomorrow along the River Wandle. Got some more inspiration from Morden Hall Park, which is beautiful. But if it's cold like this, if it's about 5 degrees, I won't go. Getting too old for that. We're old men. Right. I'll put some texture in there. I'll go back to that when that's dry. Let's go onto this field. If we can. Right, just taking the tops of the grasses or whatever you want up into the tree space. I think what I'll do, I'll grass that up a bit. No, I don't like that bit. Right, well, it's coming on. I've got to do something in that field though now. Just sort of tidying up now. No, I don't like that. Take that back. This will open the tree up, I hope. I need a few. Now, that's your brain will translate that into a tree mass. Right, now we've got to do this bank. So, bit of that. Slightly milder weather tomorrow, so I still think it'd be folly to go in the cold. I mean, we can dress for it, but then we'll fall off our bikes because we'd be too heavy. The River Wandle is 16 mile long, and in the 19th century there were well over 60 mills working on it. There's only one left now. They're just there to provide a bit of lighting electricity because the Thames Water authorities take too much water out of the river to make it worthwhile putting a turbine in. So it's very old, but it's well maintained. So anybody that lives in my vicinity and hasn't been to the park for a while, go and have a look. Seems we've got a boardwalk now through the wetlands. Okay, right now, I'll get one of my brushes, my new brush. Now, I've got to put my fingers on there because I'm not steady enough now. With my pins and needles in my fingers, but that's quite normal really. So let's have a bit of burnt sienna and a bit of that, don't put all the posts in, just do hit and miss. Now as we come here, we can go a bit heavier, a bit thicker, and then we can sort of have them a bit broken. So we've got a fence just around the stop the cows falling in the water, or in the no, it's not water. It's rainwater. Right, that'll do. That's just a hint. Keep this dry. I don't know how much I paid for this. I don't think it was very expensive. It was Hobbycraft last week. I bought while I was there, I should have bought some more titanium white, because he used more white than anything else. Right, now we put a little bit of shadow in some of this coming down here. Look. Just take some of that texture out there. Just lose it. Lost and found. Right, let's go back and do some of that water now. Got some twiggy things in there. Well, if you don't like something, just paint it out. Alright, let's get some of that back. I seem to be spending a lot more time on these paintings. I'm not going to put a figure in, I think it just overbalances it. To clean that brush. I want to get this a bit brighter there, and sort of with a slightly white, well, blue tinge. Okay, so there's more in that than I did before in the previous one. Let's get a bit more texture and these greens. Right, okay, that's it. I'm not going to do any more to that. It's what it is. It's a stroll in the country, Mark 2. I've got to scrape all that lovely paint off. Then I've got to go and paint to the corner of the wall running to my front garden. Because in the dark I can't sort of get the mirrors right to back my car up onto the drive or onto the car bit. Right. Well, there it is. It's as good as I can do this morning. Let's just pull that down a bit. No, go the other way. Well, I hope you like that one, folks. It is a demo. It's not what I would call a finished work, but it is a demonstration. And so in my eyes, it has value. I'm looking for a couple of me clips. So I've got a photograph here, so I've got to lift it up. Now, where are? I know where they are. I used them to try to take pin the paper, the crooked paper down to this table, but it didn't really work. Right, so I've got another one here. That one on. Right, okay, well there we are. That's Soul in the Country Mark 2. Hope you like that one, folks. See you soon. Bye bye.